Good morning. Welcome back to the channel. Today we got some materials. We're gonna start building some walls and getting some stood up. I got a buddy coming over today to help me out a little bit. These walls are gonna be heavy, so probably gonna need an extra hand standing them up. I'm already gonna break them down and build them in sections because there's definitely no way I'm standing up a 30-foot long wall. I was going to break it in half, do a 15-foot, but I forgot to pick up any 16-footers at the store while I was there, 16-foot 2x6s for trying to make a wall that long, and I don't want to go back to town. I have 12-footers, and I think that maybe breaking a couple of the walls down to 12 feet and then do like one more smaller one might even make it easier to stand these up, because these are going to be 12-foot tall walls, and I would like to get at least a row or two of sheeting on there before we stand them up so we know the walls are staying square. I figured this morning, I haven't really showed you guys what this house is supposed to look like yet, so I got some prints that Lisa drew up for me, so I'm going to run you through those. And they're obviously, we're going to change some stuff up. We started planning on building this cabin a little over probably a year ago, and so we started drawing some plans and whatever else not. But now that we moved to the land that we have, you know, we have different views and whatever else not, that Lisa would like to move some windows around, some doors around. Like, we're putting a big French door in, and we were going to have it on the gable end, one of the gable ends of the building, the end walls, and there's just going to be a garage over there. Oh, someone's calling me. I'll be right back. It was Lisa. She didn't know if she could pass the grader. I guess they're grading the road. Anyway, so yeah, we had the plans drawn up, decided to make some changes. Lisa hasn't had time to revise all the drawings and change it to how we want it, and I need to start building walls today. So she is going to start working on some of those prints today to get those changed up, but I have a rough idea of where some of this stuff is going, so I'm just going to do this first wall today and just kind of put the stuff where I want it. So I'll go through the print here and I'll show you what we got going on. Alright, so this is what the back, which would be this end over here of the cabin, was going to look like. We're going to have a window back here. Pretty much all this is staying the same. The two windows upstairs are going to be 36 inches wide a piece. There's going to be two windows and then 24 inches tall. So there'll be two windows upstairs, and there's still going to be a door off the back, but the door's not going to be on this side anymore. The door is going to be on this side, and this window is going on this other side of the building. This was going to be the front. This was actually supposed to be a French door here at one point, and then Lisa decided she wanted to move the French door over to this side of the building, and she thought she was going to put another door here. I told her that's not necessary. We don't need 3 doors on this cabin. This is going to change into a window here, a 48 by 48 window, and then the wood stove is going to be over on this side, and it's going to come out this end wall over here. This is going to be the west wall, which is that side over there. There's just going to be one window over there. I'm unsure. My notes are in the camper right now. I think it's going to be a 36 by 48 or a 48 by 36 window over on this side. Okay, so this will be the east wall, or the west, no, the east wall, which is going to be the one I'm building today. It'll be this one that runs right here. So what's actually going to happen on this wall is right here, sorry, I'm in the sun, right here, there's going to be a French door. And then over here, there's going to be a window. It's kind of a rough idea of what it's going to look like. There's going to be a loft in there and some other stuff. It's going to kind of make a little more sense once we start building it. But very steep roof for having the loft space up in the top. The loft is actually, since these are going to be 12-foot tall walls, the loft will actually start 8 feet up. So there'll be a little bit of a straight wall up inside the loft. That's basically what we got going on. Like I said, I got a buddy coming over today to help me do some working, so we're just gonna kind of try and zip through this. We're gonna do a good job, but we're gonna try and zip through this and get some walls rocking. I'm hoping in a couple weeks here we can have a closed-in building and we don't have to live in the camper anymore. So first thing I gotta do is I gotta get a bottom plate out, and I gotta get my layout figured out for where this patio door and all that stuff is gonna go. So I'm gonna get after that. Alright, so this is what I got figured out for layout for the French door so far. I'm gonna start it off, obviously, corner stud. The next stud The edge of it, this far edge, is going to be at 6 inches because this wall over here is 5.5 inches wide. So that'll leave me a 1/2 inch for a nailing surface for finished material on the inside of the building. This next stud, I had to move over this way a little bit so it's not a technical 16 on center because of the size of the French door. So I'm doing a king stud here, 2 jacks, then the header will go on top of that. Cripple stud on top of the header. I got cripples every 16 on the top above the header, double jacks over here, king on the outside, king, 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 and then this line right here is the 12-foot line. So I think I'm going to break the wall at 12 feet, then I'll start another wall. Probably going to build this other end wall and then put the small wall in the middle. Yeah, that's what I think I have figured out. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to get these cut off at 12 feet, then I'm going to pull however many full studs I need off of the trailer. I'm going to get them cut down so that once the top plate and bottom plate's on there, which I have to account for a double top plate, then it'll be at 12 feet. So I got to cut 4.5 inches off of those boards, plus they come a 1/2 inch long, so probably about 5 inches. And then we're going to get the wall all laid out and start nailing it together.
Hans Off-Grid Living. How to do it, step by step.
The Hansstead is what it's going to be.
Subscribe now.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Just like that.
Man, that's some power.
Wow. How many do you think I got to put in here? 3?
3 anyway, yep. Keeps the boards all straight.
They're dangling.
Yeah, split the crap out of that one. That's nice. Planing some of it off.
That's amazing how much power that baby throws out.
Oh yeah, this thing rips, dude.
Yeah,
But it really does make things for going fast, dude.
Oh man, this size of a building, that's what you need. You're not joking. If you had 5 friends, it may be a different path, but yeah.
Plus, I got more buildings to build anyway, so I figured it'd be a good investment.
Well, and being battery operated with all the hoses.
Yeah, that part, I think, is kick-ass. I love it. It's like, dude, I literally, so far, from using this thing, I put one of these, like, 5.0, like, I have a bigger, like, a 6.0 battery or whatever, that should last a little bit longer, but even doing, like, all of this stuff, I've never used the full battery in a day yet.
Wow.
So, like, it shoots a lot of freaking nails off one battery.
Dang.
Especially if we're doing the sheeting too, it's just like pop, pop, pop. Except when you have lines or whatever, they got like a burst mode on here, so you can just hold the trigger and just keep smacking the nail gun across the sheet, and it'll just keep popping nails. Pop, pop, pop.
Oh, okay.
So like the beams, once I had them tacked in place, all I do is just walk along and just go poof, 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 and it just keeps shooting. Yeah. Ah, gotcha that time. You just want to hold it on the 1 foot mark on the corner. That's a little more accurate than doing the hook deal or whatever.
Yeah.
Are you there?
Yep.
Okay, I got 17 foot 10 and a half. Should be it right there, I think. We can double check this side. I think that should be square. Yeah, that's pretty freaking square right there. Yeah. Yeah, I was gonna buy a door for the outhouse, but doors are cheapest door I could find at even at Lowe's was like $250.
Really?
Yeah, so they must have went up in price since you bought them.
Yeah, I guess so. Weird.
So I just decided I'm just gonna build a door for the outhouse. I made an opening or whatever, and I'm just gonna take the sheet of plywood that's left over from the opening, and I'm just gonna build a little frame on there or whatever, and I might even sheet both sides of the door so that it's like decently sturdy, and then I'll just put some hinges on the outside, and we'll just put latches on both sides for the door latch or whatever. Boondog best not be begging, that's what I know.
cooking space on either side of the stove. Bang this.
Okay, I gotta cut two 2x6s that length, whatever that is. I think it's 77.5. This side for I would like to try and shove a frickin' slab of insulation inside of there too, I think. I think that would probably be a good idea. It ain't gotta be pretty, it's just gotta be functional.
So.
You wanna help me move this thing up here, Al?
He just laughed. Move it inside there.
Yeah, we'll just pick it up, put it in there, and lay it down, and then we'll nail it in. That should hold up a fucking...
Did you want this down or?
It don't matter.
I like that, okay.
It's both the same.
Looks nice.
What's the header? For a patio door.
Armor plating.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I freaking, dude, I've been loving it up here, brother. I'm just like so much happier every year.
Well, Raven's had something like, he needs to be where he be. Most of the time, not all the time.
Not all the time, just 90% of the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what?
You're gonna be able to fit through this door, Al?
Looks like it. You're 6
Whoa!
You're 6 foot in it.
I'm like 5'10" and a half or
Oh.
something. What's up, Boone Soccer? What have you been up to? Napping?
Napping and crap.
He likes coming up here.
He's gonna dance on the floor. He's gonna
See
strike up the band.
how my camera's doing here.
Where's the kitchen gonna be?
Not in here.
Oh, right.
It's gonna be a separate building, like probably where the doghouse is sitting
Oh. So the downstairs will just, there'll be a bedroom here.
there. Well, it's basically how it's gonna be is like from about here. I think this is roughly about center. Is like somewhere right in here. This will all be the living room area, and then it'll have a big tall ceiling and stuff in here. And I'm gonna put a ceiling fan up high in the peak of the ceiling or whatever, so it can blow the air down from the furnace or whatever. So like this will all be living room, and then there's gonna be a wall right here that goes down the center. Center's actually here. So there'll be a wall that goes down right here for center or whatever. So there'll be a room right here and a room right here. This will be my office. This will be Lisa's office. And then the loft will be right above us. The rest of this half of the building, and then upstairs in the loft, that'll be my whole bedroom. Up there. So like my bedroom will be freaking huge, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
plenty of room up there.
Ah, okay, so she'll have her office and your office. Okay.
Yeah, and then if we ever have a kid,
And a door and a door. Or
just turn one office
Oh.
into a room for a kid,
yeah.
or kind of how I built this. You know, I could add on to this cabin whatever way I wanted to. If I want to make it bigger later on in life or whatever, you know. What I mean?
Right, yeah.
Just add
Just
a couple
extend
more
it,
piers
sure.
and
Yep.
add another 10 feet or something, you know.
Yep, right.
Oh, 2 more boards and then I can eat a sandwich.
That's the hardest part about the building is those stringers in some of those areas.
I know.
Okay. Now the double deck.
Go to
It's a simple one. Whoa, it's on a Folker.
like it?
Yep.
Alright, now we just gotta screw some support legs on and be able to stand this thing up. Ain't light, I'll tell you that. I think I'm happy that we did it like this, because I don't know that we would have stood up a bigger wall.
It's definitely not going to be a piece of cheese, probably.
Whew! I'm nervous, Al. First wall going up.
I think
be
as
all
long
right.
as we can get it 6 or 8 feet in the air, we should be fine. From that point.
Hopefully it's not as heavy as it looks.
All right.
Thank you.
Give us the power
Yeah, that's all we need. You ready for it, Al?
and the precision. I think so.
Holy fucking shit! That's heavy. I don't care who you are. You ready for the next step?
I think so.
1, 2, 3. Is it too much?
Almost.
If it's too much, we can set it down and I can wait until we have another guy.
Boy, it's hard to freaking know. almost right there.
Yeah.
At the fucking limit. I thought it would have been a little lighter.
So did I.
I control, but boy, it's heavy.
I think let's just go back down.
This one's gonna break.
Here, I'll switch to the middle. You grab that. You let go. Grab that log.
Okay, I got it. Yeah. Ooh,
Okay.
ooh,
Definitely need another dude.
whoa.
Come on, it's not playtime.
Dang. I think if we could get it over that precipice. Oh.
That really sucked.
Dang. One more dude, we'd have it for sure.
Alright, we can't build 12-foot walls anymore.
Yeah, it was just right in a weird spot. If we could have just got by that spot. The third dude in the middle would totally.
Yeah. Alright, so clearly you just saw that the wall is way too heavy for us to stand up with two dudes. So, we're going to have to reevaluate this situation. Go back to the drawing board and figure out what we're going to do. I'm either going to have to get some kind of jacks, like wall jack type deals, or we're going to have to see if we can wrangle up some more people to come out here and stand this up. So, I'll let you know when I get something figured out. Alright, so obviously yesterday you saw that we tried standing this wall up over here and it was way too heavy for the two of us. So called a couple more people I know. We're planning on having people come over tomorrow. We're gonna have 3 dudes this time. Plus Lisa will be here because she's gonna come and help run braces and whatever else not. So since we're gonna have all the extra help here tomorrow, today I'm going to try and bust out another 2 or 3 walls. I think since that one's just there and I can't move it, I'm gonna build this wall here. Probably maybe just put 1 layer of sheeting on it. Maybe, we'll see. And yeah, I'm unsure. I'm either gonna see how heavy it is without any sheeting on it and see if me and Lisa can stand it up without any sheeting on it tonight. And if we can't, I might throw 1 layer of sheeting on it and I'm just gonna try and slide it off the cabin enough. I might stick some sawhorses underneath of it or something like that, or just screw some legs to it so it can't, like, it's not laying on the ground. I'm just gonna try and slide it off the side of the cabin far enough so that I can build this wall over here as well, and then we'll see. I'm hoping I can get them 3. If we can get them 3 done, that would be cool. Also would like to get the 4th wall done. Just all the big walls that I'm gonna need extra help standing up, but we'll see how far we get today. If I have to work late into the night to try and get enough done for when everyone's here tomorrow, I will. I got lights to set up and whatever else not. So enough jaw jacking. I gotta get the layout figured out for this wall. There's gonna be a window over here. I'm not 100% sure. I think it's a 36 by 36. I gotta double check the print, so I gotta get figured out where I want to put that wall, and then make sure, since I'm building these walls separate and I'm gonna have to build another smaller wall that goes in between them, I'm just making sure I got all my spacing figured out right and all that stuff. So I'm gonna get the layout done on here, then I'm gonna grab a bunch of boards off the trailer, get them cut, and we'll start banging everything together. mistake. I freaking should have put this board another 1.5 inches over so that it could have been a jack stud. Yeah, I forgot to leave room for the jacks. Wonderful. So I'm either gonna have to cut this one out, or I can cut this one in half, or you know, where my jack height would be. Cut it, pull the top part out, leave this here, put another stud right next to this. Yeah, must not have been thinking straight there. I think that's what I'm gonna try and do. I'm gonna stick a piece or a block of wood under there, measure up for my jack length, make a mark. I'll cut it with the Sawzall. Skill saw is not gonna be able to get in there. So I'll cut it off at the jack height, and then I'll put another stud here. Well, no, that's not gonna work either, because I need to move this over 3 inches. Or an inch. I need to move this over 1.5 inches, and then the stud needs to go over because I need room for a jack on this side as well. Frustrating. Can't believe I did that. Such an idiot. All these boards will still work for me. Except for, you know, this being where it is. It needs to move over a little bit more. So I need to make this opening a little bit wider. Once again, working too fast, not taking taking my time. Should have a notepad out here writing this stuff down. This needed to be 36 by 36, and it's 34 and a half by 36, because I didn't account for one of these boards. It's not that terrible of a fix. I mean, all I really have to do, which I think I put nails through the side of this thing, and I can't really remember if I did or not, but essentially I need to jack this thing up, beat this block off, cut 1.5 inches off these bottom jacks, and then put the board back in. Man, that's frustrating. This board completely broke in half in that process because it was already cracked in the middle, so now it's junk. So that's cool. It's 2 mistakes I made on this wall. It's ridiculous. Okay, and my pencil just keeps getting better. Now it should be right. 36 inches off the floor, 36-inch opening. Finally. Probably gonna take 5, and then I'm gonna cut the blocks that go in between there, nail all them in. Slide this wall out of the way so I can fit another wall on here and start building another wall. Alright, I'm gonna start getting this other wall laid out so we can stand this one up tomorrow too. This one should be pretty simple. There's no windows in it or anything, just straight studs. So I just gotta do the layout, cut all the boards and nail it together, and it's done. Alright, I got this wall framed up. I would still like to put some blocks through the center like I did on the other ones, but it's getting kind of late. I still have to cook dinner. I need to clean some space off on some SD cards because I'm running out of room. And charge tool batteries and all that jazz, and then I gotta be up early. I'll finish this part probably in the morning. We'll spank some sheets on here, probably just the bottom row. Stand this wall up, slide that wall on, stand that one up, stand that one up, and then I'm hoping if I don't sheet the other one, because I only have 3 people to help me for one day tomorrow, so I'm hoping if I don't sheet that other one that me and Alan will be able to stand it up by ourselves with just 2 people with no sheeting on it. And then I'll just have to sheet the stuff when it's up, because obviously, you know, we put the sheeting on that one. I know that one's got that big header in it and stuff like that, but it's just way too heavy for 2 dudes to pick up, and I'm not trying to get anybody hurt, so probably gonna call it a night, and everyone's gonna be here in the morning to stand walls up. Probably just gonna be like a quick deal, so hopefully it's quick, hopefully everything goes smooth and whatever, so we'll see you in the morning.
Hans off-grid living. How to do it, step by step.
The Hanstead is what it's gonna be.
Subscribe now.
Yeah.